Chapter 84, Their Warrior of Division Profound. This chapter is updated by Novels.pl. When they went back to the drill ground of Western Yard, Zhang Yuochen and Ziqian found nearly 400 young warriors gathered there. Many of them had injuries and their faces were full of disappointment. Some were in high spirits, laughing and talking happily. It was apparent they had completed the first round of the exam, which explained their confidence. People were discussing vividly in the drill ground, mostly about the thrilling experience of hunting the savage beasts. I heard there are 2 killing stars in the exam this year. They caused a foul wind and a rain of blood in Omen Ridge, killing many young warriors. I heard that too. The killing stars targeted warriors from Square Commandery, killing at least 50 of them. A warrior from Yunwu Commandery side. We're lucky that the 2 killing stars fended off warriors from Square Commandery so that they didn't have the energy to fight us. I don't think I would pass the first round otherwise. Zhang Yuochen walked past those warriors with a small smile on his face and handed over 20 beasts' eyeballs to the disciple in charge of counting them. Ziqian handed over 80 beasts' eyeballs. They both passed the first round of the School of the Martial Market exam and returned to the drill ground to join the others from Yunwu Commandery. They both kept the extra beasts' eyeballs to themselves. The eyeballs of savage beasts all had medicinal value. They could be used for making pills. If they sold them, they could make a hefty profit. It was now noon, and the first round of the exam was over. Standing on a dais, Elder Situ held a scroll made of animal skin and began reading the names of the warriors who had passed the first round. 1,537 people took part in the first round of the exam. 468 passed. The names are as follows: Jiang Ying, Liu Chengfeng, Xia Hao. The young warriors who had passed left the drill ground after Elder Situ finished reading their names. The others were sent back to their own commanderies. Elder Situ continued: Warriors, who have passed the first round, will rest in the drill ground tonight. The second round, breaking through the Wu Tower, will start tomorrow morning. The top 120 who finish the second round will pass. The others are all eliminated. Your 2 seniors will keep order here tonight. Whoever dares to make trouble before breaking through the Wu Tower round will be punished severely. Elder Situ walked off the dais and left the drill ground. 2 pretty ladies, one tall and the other short, walked into the drill ground of Western Yard from the ancient building after Elder Situ left. The external students of the School of the Martial Market seemed alarmed when they saw the 2 ladies and bowed immediately. Greetings, Senior Huang and Senior Duanmu. Greetings, Senior Huang and Senior Duanmu. Wang Qi, the external student who escorted Zhang Yuochen and Ziqian back to the School of the Martial Market earlier, also bowed to the 2 ladies in respect. Senior Huang was tall and slender with royal blue hair that reached her waist. Her skin was fair and smooth, like the petals of the pear blossom. Senior Juanmu appeared only 13 or 14 years old. Her facial features were quite delicate, with long and fine eyelashes and a pair of bright eyes. Despite her youthful appearance, her body was fully grown. Her breasts were perkier than Senior Huang's. More importantly, they were both devastatingly beautiful, with appearances that could topple nations. They climbed up the stone stage and glanced at the young warriors in the drill ground. They sat with their legs crossed on the stage and closed their eyes, as if they were practicing. In the drill ground of Western Yard, everyone's attention was drawn to those 2 ladies. No one could look away. But the external students of the School of the Martial Market who had studied here for 1 or 2 years dared not look at them, as if it was a taboo. Zhang Yuochen also glanced at those ladies and said with a little surprise, "They're wearing colorful robes." Generally, external students of the school could only wear white robes. Only the internal students of the school could wear colorful robes. Liu Chengfeng stared at the ladies and replied quietly, "Even external students of the school could wear colorful robes if they become Warrior of Division Profound or earn enough merits." Liu Chengfeng's eyes would typically light up and he would be impatient to make a move when he saw pretty ladies. But he showed no trace of being a player when he saw the 2 ladies. Instead, He seemed a little afraid. Jiang Yuochen was a little curious. Are they warriors of division profound? Liu Chengfeng nodded at once. It's always the yin that flourishes while the yang declines in the West House of the School of the Martial Market. Females are extremely powerful while males hardly have any say in Western Campus. They're called the Imperial Consort of Western Palace inside the School of the Martial Market. They control the whole Western Campus. If any men offend them, they're dead meat. Alas, Jiang Yuochen looked serious. If those two ladies were indeed warriors of division profound, they were very powerful. It was harder to enter the profound board than to enter the yellow board. The yellow board was only the ranking list of the top warriors of the yellow realm in one commandery. Firstly, the yellow realm was quite low. Secondly, the yellow board's territory was very narrow. The profound board was different. Only the top warriors of the black realm could enter it. Moreover, the profound board involved the 36 commanderies around Omen Ridge. In other words, only the top warriors of the black realm of the 36 commanderies could enter the profound board. In a manner of speaking, any warrior who could enter the profound board had the power to fight warriors of the earth realm. The top-ranking people of the profound board were even more powerful than warriors of the earth realm. If the two ladies on the stone stage were indeed warriors of division profound, could it be that they could fight the top warriors of the earth realm? No wonder that the external students were all afraid of them. Jiang Yuochen withdrew his gaze. Instead of staring at the two ladies, he looked around and saw there were 31 young warriors from Yunwu Commandery who had passed the first round. In previous years, no one dared to expect such an achievement. There were 162 people from Square Commandery who had passed the first round. It was still the best result of the Western 9 prefectures. Of course, it was still not as good as the previous years. Jiang Yuochen and Ziqian had killed 98 warriors from Square Commandery. Many of them had been very powerful. It surely shocked the other martial artists of Square Commandery. Prince Huoxing sat among the warriors from Square Commandery with his legs crossed. He shot Jiang Yuochen and Ziqian a cold glare, with strong malice brewing in his eyes. Jiang Yuochen also stared at Prince Huoxing who sat afar and noticed his spiritual blood had increased a lot. Even his eyes looked sharper. Prince Huoxing has broken through to the dawn state of the Black Realm. Jiang Yuochen said. What? Liu Chengfeng's face changed as he cried out in surprise. Prince Huoxing is incredibly talented and he's also a genius tamer. He must have strong spiritual power. With his breakthrough to the dawn state of the Black Realm, maybe he'll be ranked first in this exam. Jiang Yuochen asked. What happens if you become the first in the exam? Are there any benefits? Liu Chengfeng said. Never mind being first. You'll be well rewarded if you get to the top 10. Even the 10th place would get 100 points of merits. The 9th would get 200 points, and so forth. The 4th would get 700 points. The 3rd ranked would get 1000 points. The 2nd would get 2000 points. The 1st ranked would get 3000 points. A young warrior beside them scoffed. The 1st only gets 3000 points of merits. It's not much. Liu Chengfeng rolled his eyes. The merits of the School of the Martial Market can be exchanged for any practice resources, like pills, genuine martial arms, savage beast mounts, slaves, buildings. The limitation is your imagination. There's nothing the school can't give. It's beyond your wildest imagination. If you have enough merits, the School of the Martial Market could help you buy a commandery. One merit of the School of the Martial Market equals 1 spiritual crystal. The reward for the first ranked equals 3000 spiritual crystal. In another word, 3 million silver coins. 3 million silver coins. Those young warriors from Yunwu Commandery were all shocked. Jiang Yuochen was surprised too. He had heard of the wealth of Martial Market Bank, but he did not truly comprehend it until this moment. Even 7th-class families like the Lin family had to use up all their savings and unite all their forces to gather 3 million silver coins. Now, to obtain 3 million silver coins, all he had to do was to get the 3000 points reward for the first-ranked new disciple. With such a fortune, one could surely trade for massive practice resources to speedily increase one's cultivation. The breaking through the Wu Tao round tomorrow is the key. The better your performance is, the higher your marks are. Liu Chengfeng continued. Although it tests your cultivation, It tests your talents and comprehension even more, such as spiritual power, 5 senses, willpower, judgment. Ziqian's eyes lit up. I'm going to get into the top 3 tomorrow. Liu Chengfeng glanced at Zhang Yuochen thoughtfully. What about you, 9th Prince? Zhang Yuochen smiled. I know nothing of the Wu Tower. I can only try my best.